Welcome Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to these New Year resolution and intention readings. We are asking today, are your resolutions and intentions on track? Are they on target? And can we receive any guidance and advice for you regarding these resolutions and intentions? I have deliberately put them together because I think sometimes when we make a resolution, what we're actually doing is very often we're deciding not to do something, or we're going to give up an unhealthy habit or an unhealthy something in our lives. We're wanting to create change. And I think doing a reading with both resolutions and intentions is really helpful, because if a resolution is saying no to something, an intention is saying yes. And I think having both sides of the coin kind of energetically is actually really helpful. I am seeing this card as the first. So we're drawing 3 cards to guide you in with runes and charms. And then we will be drawing oracle cards and tarot cards to seek advice and guidance about your New Year resolutions and intentions. Ooh. That is your card right on the top there. Okay, let's have a look and see which cards we have to guide you in. So we have the riddle for reading number 1. We have the kiss for reading number 2. And for reading number 3, we have the underworld. Very interesting. Okay, let's draw charms and runes. Okay, reading 1, you have the rune of signs. Reading 2, you have the rune of growth. And reading 3, you have the rune of the spiritual warrior. And your charms are, reading 1, you have the spiral. Reading 2, you have the starfish. And reading 3, you have the star. This is a 6-pointed star. Okay, beautiful energy. Okay, Super Souls, take as long as you need. I will leave the video running for a few moments, as always, just to give you that little bit of extra time. The timestamps are in the information box below and in the comments as well for phone users. Thank you so much for joining me for these readings today, and I will see you in just a moment. Welcome reading number 1. You have the card of the riddle. You also have the spiral, which is very interesting. It's got a really similar energy for me, this little charm, because I always feel with the spiral, it's about moving forwards, creativity, finding solutions. But I also feel it's like coming out of a labyrinth as well. And the riddle for me is about that. It's finding that sort of aha moment, knowing what you want in some way, shape or form. And we have the rune of signs, signals, synchronicities. And of course today we are asking, are your New Year resolutions and intentions on track, on target? May we have advice and guidance for you? I'm going to draw an Archangel card for you first. See which Archangel is showing up to be with you, reading number 1. Right, very interesting. You have Archangel Pearly-Meek. Let nature soothe you, serve the nature kingdom. Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm going to draw some tarot cards straight away, and then I'm going to draw from the Akashic Tarot as well. May we ask about resolutions and intentions for reading number 1. I'm actually going to use a second tarot pack as well as the Akashic Tarot. I feel very drawn to this today. It's these two. Okay, let's have a look and see what we have reading number 1. Okay, so you have the 9 of Wands. That's your first card. You have the Ace of Wands. Wow, 2 aces. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness me. And the 3 of Swords as well. But what an interesting 3 of Swords. This is just fascinating. Gosh, talk about resolution, being determined. There's such a determined energy in your reading. We then have the 2 of Cups. We have the Sun. We have the 8 of Wands. And the Ace of Cups. Wow. Look at all these aces reading number 1. You've got 3 of the aces here. Wands, Swords and Cups. And then you have Archangel Meek. Let nature soothe you. So you have the energy of the earth as well. And you have the 3 of Roses, loving elementals. This is about nature spirits too. And the King of Keys. Very, very interesting. So reading number 1. I actually feel that we're seeing more than one thing coming through. First of all, in your resolutions. I feel that in terms of your resolutions, so those sorts of things that we're thinking, well, I'm not going to do that anymore, or I don't want to do that. I actually feel one of your resolutions is about not getting entangled in things, keeping it clear, keeping it clean, keeping your energy clean, keeping yourself grounded and centered, not being overwhelmed by other people's negativity, drama, energy, really, just energy. Not tying yourself in knots, often in response to the energy and the stuff and the drama of others. It's as if your New Year resolution, or one of them that's certainly being shown here, is about being grounded, connected to nature, and understanding how not to be affected, or learning how not to be affected by stuff that can feel really overwhelming but isn't yours to carry. That feels like a really important and very powerful resolution. I also feel there is an intent to create unquestionably some kind of new beginning, to put something down, to move beyond it. Again, it's not tying yourself up in knots, not getting entangled. I feel this card, the 8 of Wands here, always for me feels a bit like a can of worms. Remaining grounded, so that you know what to do and when to do it, and you know how to see the signs that are being shown to you, how to read the signs. So that, again, if you are, let's say you're meeting people or you walk into an environment, learning to read the signs accurately, so that you're not affected or influenced inadvertently. What this reading is also saying, because there's a real energy, I mean, to have all these aces is incredible. And we're seeing you contain something that's caused you heartache. Again, the challenges, I think, of, you know, potentially of people's drama, people's energy. Your resolution, or certainly information coming through for you, is about not getting entangled in stuff that isn't your problem, not getting entangled in things that overwhelm you or knock you off balance, putting an end to stuff, letting go of stuff that you can't also have any effect over in an immediate or direct way. I'm really seeing you kind of choosing to be buoyant, walking away from stuff that is unhelpful to you, being very discerning. But in that process, what we're also seeing, because you're going to become the master here of something, or the mistress, you know, however you look at it. I use that term master as in being masterful, absolutely masterful, knowing how to do something and doing it well, and doing what you do really, really well. Knowing how to trust the signs, the signals, the synchronicities from nature. This is also very interesting reading, number one, because part of the resolutions and intentions, the resolution being to not be drawn into drama, other people's stuff, the energy of things that are unhelpful to you, but the intention as well as going into nature, being in nature, with an intention to listen to the signs that don't come through humanness. It's the spiritual signs, it's the spiritual pathway, it's the natural spiral, the cycles of life. Listening to how the cycles, the natural elements of the seasons, of the weather, of the trees, particularly the trees, how they communicate with you, how the birds, the animals communicate with you. When a butterfly lands or arrives, you'll know what it means. It's like learning, heightening your capacity for intuition. The riddle is like an aha moment, but it's learning to use those aha moments, and your angels, really, your spirit teams, and all of the nature elements are sort of coming through in this reading and saying to you, look, we will guide you, we will give you the signs, the signals that you need to remain on track. So the intention as well here is about learning to trust, knowing that you'll be given the right piece of information at the right time, remaining in balance, not being tangled in other people's stuff. If you see a can of worms and it's not really, you know, it's kind of like almost choose your battles as well. You know, knowing when to act and when not to. Sometimes it's better just to walk away from something. If you can't really have a practical effect on it, then you don't have to be bound by it. It's not your problem. It's not yours to carry. You can't fix everything, and you can't please all the people all of the time. And so this is about being free of that stuff, which clears your pathway in terms of various areas in your world. And I am seeing again here, becoming the master of manifestation. What I also see is in terms of setting intentions, using perhaps the cycles of the moon, the natural rhythms and cycles, I'm seeing that you have some quite big ideas here. So resolutions are about not being drawn into stuff. The resolutions and the intent around that is very clear in your reading one. I actually hear that there's more than one area that you wish to cultivate in your life. You have some quite big ideas as to what you would like to do. You have some big ideas as to what you want to manifest. And you feel very passionately about them. There's more than one area of your world. We're seeing harmony in relationships, we're seeing mental clarity, we're seeing passion, creativity, things you want to do in the world, how you want to be in the world. We have the energy of the sun supporting that. we have all of these aces. The information is very clear for you, reading one. It is about laying to rest the kind of influences that are unhelpful, that hurt you, actually, ultimately. You know, when you get into a thinking pattern, and actually it's just extremely unhelpful because it brings you down, it lowers your own energy. And I'm seeing that it's always connected to other people and their kind of stuff. So this is about gaining traction, gaining traction as you navigate your world, and the right people coming in at the right time. The King of Keys, the energy of the King of Keys, you know, he's a master. Again, he's very masterful, and again, non-gender specific, but the energy of this card is being masterful, in charge, a good businessman, having a good head for things, making the right choices, the right decisions, but those that stem from the heart and bring forth creativity and passion. I'm seeing what actually looks to be a pretty exciting year for you if we think about resolutions and intentions as, do you know, I'll just voice it because it's coming through. I feel like resolutions and intentions are a bit like taking a coin, investing something in that coin and throwing it into a wishing well. It's kind of like saying, right, this is what I really want to change, and this is what I really want to happen. And you have these coins, maybe even 2 coins, you throw them into the wishing well and you let them go, but they are now in this sacred wishing well, this spiritual pool of sacred water, which is now going to be nurtured, looked after. The magic surrounds. It's like the water is a protection, and the magic now surrounds those resolutions and those wishes. That's what it's feeling like here in your reading, and that's going to resonate through the year for you. It's sowing those seeds. Reading number 1, this is actually very gorgeous. I can see how important it is not to be drawn into the stuff of others and the stuff that you can't change. You know, beyond wishing it well, you can wish a situation well and then you can walk away, because you cannot do everything. And it's an important time for you to choose to focus, and this is an intent, again with intent, choose to focus your energy on the things that you want to create. Collaboration will come. The right people are going to come at the right time. This is about you holding that energy, and I am seeing big plans and more than one area of your life. Let's conclude your reading by drawing a manifestation card. Oh wow, worth the wait. Is something or someone not moving forwards as fast as you would like? This card is here to reassure you, hold fast, be patient. The best things in life are worth waiting for. And an affirmation card. We have, I am at peace with my past. Lovely. This is the putting down of stuff that can tangle you in knots and draw you into the drama. And as long as you have that energy around you, the law of attraction tells us that we draw to us the things that what we feel, what we think, what we feel are drawing things to us of the same resonance. So this is absolutely choosing to let go of any drama, any history of that, letting go of those kinds of connections, remaining grounded. Something is coming to you, worth the wait. Whatever you are manifesting, and I do feel this is in more than one area of your life, reading number 1, people, beautiful, beautiful people. I think what you are really, really wanting in more than one area of your life has the potential to emerge this year. This is like I said, just throwing the resolutions and the intentions into that wishing well and maintaining the choice to not be involved in things that lower your energetic resonance. Being grounded in nature and knowing that the signs are going to be shown to you whenever you have a wobble or a problem, or someone presses a button. Go outside, be in nature. We've got such powerful nature cards here. You will be shown what you need. I need to voice something as well, reading number one. Just as I started preparing for these readings, and I felt it was such a gift, in my garden, just in front of the wind, just outside the window where I'm sitting doing these readings, there's an apple tree. It's a beautiful apple tree, very old, very wise apple tree actually. And there's a branch right at the end of this branch. A woodpecker sat on the end while I was preparing my cards and preparing the space. And throughout that time, the woodpecker just pecked away right at the end of this branch. And then as I kind of finished setting out the cards, the woodpecker then flew. And I felt it was such an energy of perseverance being shown and brought into these readings, which are all about resolution and all about setting those intentions and the power of those intentions to really invest in them. So super reading number one. I think this is potentially going to be a magnificent year for you. I really do. And I think things that you have been waiting for are well worth the wait. I think you will be shown the signs and the synchronicities and the things that you need along the way. And the key in your resolutions is absolutely about not being drawn into things that you can't actually affect, and therefore, you know, beyond sending love, sending your energy of love and light, and choosing to walk away and not be bound in any form of drama. Reading number one, I am loving your reading. It just looks to be such an exciting year for you, with really big dreams and significant potential for just the right things to come in at the right moment to take you in the directions that you wish to go. Magic, absolutely magic. Reading number one, thank you so much for joining me. This is your reading, and if you would like to check in, excuse me, if you'd like to check in with any of my other videos, and also if you'd like to check in with my all signs readings, I do now post them on Patreon. The readings that I'm doing are actually for the moon months. I align with the moon months. Again, it's aligning with the natural rhythms and cycles of our beautiful natural world. So my all signs, all zodiac sign readings are aligning with the moon months, and they are available on Patreon, along with a tutorial that I do every month for my Patreon people. Thank you for subscribing, liking and sharing. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for giving back through the super thanks to those of you who do that as well. And just thank you for being a part of this community. And thank you so much for being here. When you subscribe, it really does help to support the channel. It really does help to get the readings out to the people who need to hear them. So thank you so much, all of you, for liking, sharing, and for your input in this community, for your support of me and also your support of one another. I love in the comments how you often really support one another. If someone's having a tough time, there's always a supportive comment. You guys are absolutely amazing and truly inspirational. Have an amazing 2023. Hey, beautiful reading two people. The energy of this reading is stunning, I have to just say. And you have the kiss, you have the starfish, and you have Berkana, the rune of growth. The rune of growth is a new phase of life. Now we're asking about advice, guidance for your resolutions and intentions. This is all about love. This is higher love. It's deep intimacy, the vulnerability that comes with real, true intimacy. I found myself this little starfish charm just as I was shuffling the cards in between the readings. I found myself singing a song, you know, it goes, I'm wishing on a star, I'll follow where you are. Do you guys know that song? And I wish on all the rainbows that I see, and I wish on all the people, maybe it goes, I'm not sure what the words are after that, but it's beautiful. That's your energy. This, if you are not seeking love, then this reading, mind you, I was going to say this reading may not be the right one for you, but who isn't seeking love? Because higher love is love. It's like living in love, being in love, the very essence of love. But of course, this could actually be resolutions and intentions around relationship. But one way or the other, the energy of love is around you. Right, let us draw an Archangel card to see what we are shown. There is your card. Okay, we have Seraphim, Seraphiel. Tune into the divine will, open to higher illumination. Okay, that is your first card. I'm going to draw from several tarot packs, including the Akashic Tarot. We are asking, reading number 2, may we have information and guidance about resolutions and intentions. That's the one then. I love it when the cards just fly out. It's like, here I am. I'm here. And there is your 4th. Lovely. Okay. Let's look at these and then we'll draw from the Akashic Tarot as well. So, Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the card of Judgment. Coming together. 2 people coming together. Oh, wow. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the 3 of Cups, a celebration. Super Souls, I think your relationships are going to rocket to higher levels of connection and intimacy. If you are creating resolutions and intentions about love, about finding love, yes, this is telling us more information here. So we have 7 of Swords, we have 8 of Wands, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, I think you may well be creating resolutions and intentions around relationship. For some of you, it may just be finding the right person. For others, it will be about taking a relationship status to a more committed, to a higher level. I want to say higher rather than committed. For some of you, it will be commitment. It will be about finding that union. You're letting go of the worry. Maybe you're making resolutions about, this is interesting, 8 of Wands came out in reading number 1 as well in this pack. And for me in this pack, I always look at this card and I just see a can of worms. I think there's something about giving up. For some of you, there's a pattern within relationships that has possibly got in the way. And your resolution is to let go of those patterns in order to be able to have what you desire. For others, it's also maybe about letting go of perhaps if there are patterns of meeting people who are of a certain type of person, choosing to meet somebody who would be more aligned with your higher values. But ultimately, this is about higher love, it's about relationship, it's about intimacy, it's about honesty as well. Judgment, it's about facing things, being able to be completely honest and truthful, and wanting that in a partner, not settling for less. If there's been anything that has been either secretive or hidden for whatever reason within the context of a relationship, it's choosing to come clean so that you can actually then move something forwards. Because it's knowing, if you choose to come clean, that the relationship will then be built on a really solid foundation, but a solid foundation of integrity. We're seeing magnificent energy moving forwards here. Let's draw a couple more cards. This is so interesting. setting your course. Very powerful. Very powerful reading, reading number 2. And then we have winged messengers. Now this actually came out in reverse, but I want to show it to you the upright position first. I don't generally read cards in reverse, but I do read these in reverse. It's the only pack I really do use. 2 of Roses, winged messengers. Very interesting. Let me place that into the reverse position. Okay. This card in reverse is really, for me, indicating that you're going to let go of conflict within relationship. I would say for some of you, if any of you are in a relationship that is overly complicated or extremely challenging, it may be that you make a resolution to move away from it. If that is your resolution, then I would venture to say that I think new love will arrive relatively quickly. You're going to be celebrating, because this is a celebration of love. It's honesty, it's truth, it's holding your course, it's being resolute, which is interesting when we think of resolutions. Being resolute, that's what the 3 of Scrolls is all about. I also think for some of you, it's not settling for less, and good on you. If for those of you who are looking for a relationship, a new relationship or a soulmate connection, and that's your resolution and your intention is around, everything in this reading is all about relationships, then it's also saying, do you know, I'm not going to settle for less. I'm choosing. I'm not going to, you know, we should all compromise in relationships, but I'm not going to compromise over the things that are really important. I'm not going to compromise over over truth, justice, honesty, integrity. I'm not going to compromise over the values that are really important to me. The values that allow me to live a life that is, it's the spiritual pathway. It's the higher guidance. Hold your course. Your resolutions around the essence of what it means to be in a relationship and what it means for you are absolutely on track. These readings we're asking about, resolutions and intentions, yours, reading number 2, are, excuse me, yours are completely on track. And that wishing on a star song, dreams coming true, wishing on every rainbow that you see, we're seeing success here. It's very interesting. I didn't anticipate when I was drawn to do these readings and sort of in my meditations, this came through very strongly. I didn't anticipate being given what I feel is a flavour of where these are going to go and how they're going to emerge. But I do feel that we are being given that. It was present in reading 1 and it's present in your reading 2. That there is a future awaiting you. It's very, very clearly coming through. I mean, look at this, looking ahead. I've just noticed this. Look at this rainbow. Here am I saying, wishing on every rainbow, and there is a rainbow. This is about love. It's about relationship. It's about the higher values, the essence of what will truly make your heart and your soul sing. Conflict, resolution, choosing not to buy into conflict, not being drawn it. That was present on some level in reading number 1. There may be a resonance for you in both, though this is very specifically about relationships. It's about love. If you are in a connection, it's choosing to stand your ground over certain things. There are certain qualities that you require in a relationship. I'm seeing them coming through. If you are upping the grade, as it were, or upping the energy of an existing relationship, it's about having those heart-to-heart conversations, saying how it is, not sweeping anything under the carpet, having no elephants in the living rooms kind of stuff going on. And I am seeing celebration and the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're turning the very essence of what you want within relationships. You are turning the Wheel of Fortune by your choices and your decisions and the resolutions, your decisions not to engage in any form of habitual thinking that brings challenge into a relationship, choosing not to repeat those patterns, choosing not to, including not to continue to, I don't know, be drawn to the same sort of people if they're not healthy for you. This feels like it's full of health, full of vibrancy, with an outcome that says, you know, the conflicts within relationships can come to an end. I'm seeing this in reverse as an ending of a problem here. The wheel of fortune turning, taking charge by actually saying how it is, being clear, being open, being honest. So I'm hearing really acknowledging your own needs as well within relationships too. I think maybe for some of you there has been a sort of a stifling of yourself, not having a voice. You know, I noticed that my throat was feeling a little choky, a little, and I do feel maybe in relationships you haven't had a voice, and as such you may not actually have ever really been able to get your needs met within a relationship. And there could be all sorts of reasons for that, but this is about taking this further. It really, really is. It's absolutely delightful is what I want to say. It has got the most gorgeous energy to this reading. Tune into the divine will, open to higher illumination. This is holding the truth, holding the light, and of this impacting. I do think it will impact on all your relationships. However, beautiful reading number 2, people, I do think this is also connecting to intimacy. The kiss is about intimacy and the vulnerability that comes with, we see this here, the vulnerability in having a voice and saying, look, I'm not really okay with this, or, you know, whatever that might be. Or indeed, even, it's not just what we're not okay with, it's what we do want. How many people feel comfortable about just saying, look, this is what I would really like? You know, we sometimes listen to couples and it's like, oh, well, no, I'll, you know, what would you like? Well, oh, I don't mind, what would you like? And then there's this toing and froing. It's time to be direct. It's time to be honest and reap in the rewards for this. Conflicts being an issue of the past because you're not engaging in something in the same way. So there is a resolution to give up some aspect of relationship connection, whether it's a pattern that you follow, expectations, maybe negative expectations, your own negative perspectives of your own self-esteem, or connections to possibly, for some of you, somebody who's not been healthy, who has stifled you, not allowed you to be, or not that we all, you say allow, it's an interesting word, isn't it? Because in a way, when we say somebody doesn't allow us to do something, then we are in effect giving them our power. It's like you taking your power back and saying, no, I'm not doing that. But I am seeing greater commitment. I'm seeing joy in relationships because that higher love is present, because you choose in resolution to do something in the right way, in a way that, yeah, makes your heart and soul sing. I feel there is nothing left to say here, otherwise I'm just going to be repeating myself, reading number 2. But I just have that song still playing out in the background in my mind. I can really hear it. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. This is about something no longer, you don't have to wear a coat anymore, not compromising in the right way, a healthy way, but not compromising who you are or those core values. And I'm seeing you getting really clear. And within that space of openness and truth, relationships, love, it's going to thrive in your world. I'm loving that we're being shown somehow the outcome of these resolutions and the intent of your desire. Reading number 2, I am loving the energy of your reading. It's an absolute joy to be sitting in this. I feel like I'm in a pool of energy and it's just Gorgeous. Super Souls, thank you so, so much for joining me, and thank you for sharing, liking, subscribing, commenting. All of these things really do help to support the channel, so thank you so, so much. I'm posting monthly readings now, moon monthly readings for all zodiac signs, excuse me, on Patreon. And if you're interested in accessing those, do check that out. It's a very different site. It's a platform which is sort of, it operates on the basis of donations, but of course there are no advertisements on the videos. But anyway, if that's appealing to you, do check those out. And just thank you guys. I am wishing you the most, well, thriving 2023, that is the word. Thriving in love. If this was an individual reading, that would be the title. Reading number 2, Thriving in Love. Have an amazing 2023. Reading number 3, welcome. You have the card of the underworld, you have a 6-pointed star, and you also have the rune of the spiritual warrior. Super Souls, the very first question I almost feel I want to ask is, are any of you suffering from any form of depression or anxiety? Or have you been struggling with something? Okay, this is a reading where we're asking about your New Year resolutions and intentions. Are they on track? You know, can we get advice and guidance? Calling an archangel, you have a guardian, yeah. You have a guardian angel card. Love yourself unconditionally, ask for help. Yeah, there's an energy around this card which really suggests there's something that's, you're facing some challenges, you've been struggling maybe emotionally. Love yourself unconditionally. The ask for help is really important. It's like asking for help, knowing you're entitled to it. Maybe some of you may have also been feeling isolated. Let me draw more cards before I say too much more. We'll draw some from a couple of tarot packs. I'm just going to keep those. That's what's flown out of the pack. That's what we're going to use. Almost like a sense of urgency around your reading. I say urgency, it is and it isn't. Really interesting energy. Let me see what we are shown here. Something bothering you, something that has not been okay, and I'm sorry that's been happening. Let's look at your tarot cards. Oh, lovely, you have Ace of Wands. I'm thrilled. Okay, so this is a time of really setting resolutions and intentions that actually create new beginnings. And that could mean actually reaching out and asking for help. There's a sense of isolation around you. Yeah. We have the 8 of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh, super lovely. We have the World. Oh, and how very, very lovely. We have the 4 of Cups. Okay, yes. This is about creating resolutions and setting intentions. The information coming through for your reading is to do with permanently ending something. Maybe it's debilitating worry, where you go over and over and over something. It could be for some of you some aspects of depression, some aspects of anxiety. You could have been struggling. I do feel there's been some real struggle, and this is about setting resolutions that say that you are prepared to actually do what it takes to reach out, to connect with people who can help you, with resources that can help you. Guardian angel, you really are being looked after. This is like a star of hope here. We have 4 of Wands. I love that. This is a card of beautiful celebration, and look at the way you are being supported here. One person with her arm over the shoulder of another, leading her through and out of something and out the other side. All of these 4s, wow, 4s are an amazing number because they are a point of completion of something, a turning point, a point of celebration. I mean, 4 of Cups is a point where it's the point where that we have enough to give because our own cup is full. But I am seeing somebody giving you the help you need, receiving help. Your resolution may be that you allow yourself to actually receive some help. You let people know how you're really feeling. Because I feel like people don't always know how you're feeling. You kind of keep them in the dark. You're one of those people who maybe valiantly goes on. You know, that sort of sense of, you know, when things go on behind closed doors and nobody really knows that actually you're really struggling. I think you put a good face on things. People see you as capable, they see you as amazing, but they don't see that you need help. I think you don't really show how you really feel. 4 of Pentacles. This is not a time to hold on to any sense of isolation. 6 of Wands is a card of success. We're seeing you move away. And the Moon. Yeah, the Moon is very much a card of, I always feel it's emotional and psychological depth. The Moon for me is also like a rite of passage. Let's draw more cards. So reading number 3, this is an incredibly powerful reading. Some aspect of internal conflict is your resolutions are about ending that. And your intentions about making a commitment to allow people to support you, to have a voice, to talk about your feelings, to share your thoughts and feelings. I do actually at this point as well just want to voice something in immense gratitude for all of you on this channel here, the Moon Magic Tarot channel, or weekly tarot we are. Super Souls, I am very conscious in the comments. Not only are you incredibly supportive of me, and thank you so much. You know, I do read your comments. I can't reply to them all because there's too many, and it's wonderful. And thank you, because it really does. You're very inspirational. What I have really noticed is that when people are sharing aspects of their stories that are quite challenging, how supportive you all are of each other. You don't just support me, you support each other. You know, it feels like this is becoming an extended little therapeutic community where you guys have each other's backs. And I just really want to honour you all and say thank you. You know, I truly love you all for what you do and for your contributions to this channel, because you are the community here. You know, I love that you appreciate the readings, and I love doing them for you. I voice it because I feel for you reading number 3, there's been a lot of turmoil, and this is a turning point for you. I'm loving in these readings that we're also being shown sort of like the pathway ahead, which was not in my mind when I started doing the readings. I was really guided to ask for around, you know, resolutions and intentions. Are they on track? In every reading they're on track, but also we're being shown potential outcomes of making these resolutions, of keeping to them, and the intentions are what we intend to do to follow through. This is about allowing yourself to receive help, having a voice, taking an ownership of how you really feel, and and saying so. Okay, yes, I'm going to use just this top card here that's shown and put the others back. Okay, we have 2 of Keys, and this is really interesting because look at this room here. Now we have, and isn't it interesting, we have the moon here, and we have a moon, a crescent moon. A crescent moon is, this is a waxing crescent moon. A waxing crescent moon is actually about new beginnings. It's when the moon is, after the new moon, we move into the waxing crescent moon phase. And if at the new moon you set your intentions and your wishes, the waxing crescent moon phase is when we're then starting to move something forwards. So we're seeing an energy of something moving forwards. And the Treasure is a beautiful card because even though this room looks like a bomb has hit it, you know, there's almost like somebody's come in and raided it or burgled it or something. There's this little chest here, the Treasure, with a golden light in it, actually the contents are safe. The real treasure is still safe. It hasn't been touched, even though the circumstances around this person are clearly concerning. But actually, the ultimate treasure, which is you, is intact. It's time for you to emerge in some way, shape or form. I did mention people's, you know, if you've been struggling with maybe anxiety or any form of depression or difficulties, there's so much challenge in the world, particularly following the pandemic, but there's a lot of challenge in the world anyway. We're going through incredibly tumultuous times. This is the nature of where we are as a global collective humanity, because there's a need to emerge. I suspect you guys are old souls, and you are doing some very, very, very deep, deep, deep work. I will just say as well, Super Souls, we need to draw another card. I worked as a therapist, and some of you will know this already, as an accredited counsellor, a psychotherapist for over 28 years. I do have an online library for anyone that's new to my channel, www.azemotionalhealth.com. I'll put the link in the description box and in the comments for phone users. I do put lots of links down there. Do scroll through and find anything that might be helpful. But this is an emotional resource. It's a psychological and emotional resource. There's tons and tons and tons of videos and audios there, meditations to help with emotional release. Those I think might be helpful for some of you. Do check them out. Whatever is, you know, it's a completely free resource. It always will be. Let us now, waffling away here, but I feel it's important because this resolution and intent is about moving beyond something and making a choice to reach out, to have a voice, to say when things aren't okay, to allow yourself to receive. Not having to be the one that does everything all the time, always picks up the pieces. This is interesting, Six of Scrolls, and the timing is right for you. The sands of time. It's really important. Super, super beautiful reading number 3, people. If for any reason this reading is not resonating with you personally, then there's somebody you know who is struggling. I'm voicing that. There's a very clear message coming through. Yeah, if this is not actually you, someone you know is really struggling, and they may not be revealing or talking about it. And you may well be almost like a guardian angel to them. Six of Scrolls, the sands of time. Do you know, this is also reminding me, if you check out in the library, the A to Z of Emotional Health Library, there is there's a page with conversations on them, and there is a conversation I had more than one, with somebody who runs a counselling online event, counselling resource, and there's a conversation but about a chap who faced profound, it was somebody I worked with who had experienced acute loss and problems from that, and the guardian angel, it's just so relevant to his story. I won't say any more, but it's a conversation that's worth checking out because there's a lot of learning in it, and it really helps us to understand how we can actually change direction even in the face of real big challenges. You could well be, if this reading isn't you, you could well be the guardian angel to someone else. You could create a turning point without even knowing about it. There's timing involved here. Okay. So we understand your resolutions and your intentions. The moving from something, having a voice, is, and we are seeing success as well. We're seeing success, we're seeing playfulness coming back into your world. We're seeing help, love, support. We're seeing the ending of something. The world is an ending and a new beginning. Again, we are seeing the timing of this being perfect for a new dawn, moving from something that feels chaotic or difficult to the new dawn, and the timing is perfect for you. Let's complete your reading. I really do feel I want to draw more cards for you, actually. Let's actually draw some more cards, and then I will take in fact we'll just draw from these. I was I'm going to draw an affirmation for you as well. Ah, lovely. You've done nothing wrong. This card says it all. Do you know, I'm feeling really emotional drawing this. You've done nothing wrong. Some of you, again, this anxiety, depression, whatever's taking place, I think you're blaming yourselves because something didn't work out. It was not your fault. Whatever has taken place was out of your control and out of your hands. This card asks you to let go of any feelings of guilt or personal blame. This was not your fault. You've done nothing wrong. I feel really strongly that I can voice it again and again. You have done nothing wrong. Okay, I really want you to know you have done nothing wrong. It's really clear. Whatever the chaos, the difficulty, whatever happened, for some of you I have a sense of losing someone. A temperature in here has just dropped massively, which always tells me, you know, someone has passed over for some of you. You've faced some really big challenges, emotional and psychological. Again, in my library there is a whole page with tiny bite-sized videos. There are 2 pages about bereavement, but one about bite-sized videos that talk through the whole process, the emotional process of bereavement, including the aspect of guilt that we sometimes end up inappropriately feeling, but it will explain why. It's a big resource, so do access it. The temperature in here is freezing. You've done nothing wrong. Reading number 3. Please know that. And have your voice. Is there something you need to say? An inability to speak out can leave us with feelings of hurt and resentment, which then create a kind of internal energetic roadblock. Voice your feelings to yourself or write them down. It's time to release the past. And again, reach out and speak to somebody if you need to. Let's draw an affirmation card for you as well. Yes, it's time to talk. And if the depression, the anxiety, the confusion, the challenge internally is connected to somebody else's behavior, you've done nothing wrong. Have your voice. Talk to somebody. There are people out there who understand it was not your fault. We're seeing success, we're seeing joy, we're seeing love coming back, we're seeing into your life, we're seeing an end to a situation with a new beginning. Reading number 3, this is such a powerful reading, and for any of you for whom you may be the guardian angel for someone else, thank you, and thank you all for being here. Right. Here is your affirmation. You might want to press the pause button and take a screenshot. My ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. I'll read that again. My ability to conquer my challenges is limitless. My potential to succeed is infinite. Beautiful reading number 3, people. I am sending you the biggest hug in the world. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this channel, this community. Thank you all in every possible way. If you'd like to access any of the things that I do, the Moon Monthly, I do Moon Monthly readings now for every zodiac sign on Patreon, which is a different platform altogether. I'm not going to go through all these sorts of things. I'm just sending you the biggest hug ever. Scroll down and check out the relevant links that might be helpful to you in the description box and in the comments. Super Souls, I am just truly, I am rooting for you, and I know that everybody in this community here on YouTube will be doing the same. Sending you all the love in the world.